Google has gone, in the words of Ben Adler, Google has gone off the freaking rails. Have you come across the Google Match core update? Needless to say, if you in the digital marketing world or the content marketing world, I am sure you've heard all the complaints all over Facebook groups, LinkedIn, and all over. Hi, Jumbo. My name is Bonnie Joseph, and welcome. We've had a bit of a delay, but we're back. I want us to go through the updates step by step. However, I am a content writer and a content marketing expert. So instead of going through everything that Google outlined, I'll only go through the sections that relate to content writing and that relate to exactly content, not per se website as a whole. So this particular update has 5 sections. The first section deals with reducing low quality and unoriginal results. The second section deals with keeping more spam out of your search results. The next one deals with scaled content abuse. The fourth one deals with site reputation abuse, and the last one deals with expired domain abuse. I'm not going to talk about the last two, site reputation and expired domain. Why? Because these talk more about technical SEO stuff, and that's not my fault. That's not my forte. Okay. However, let me make one thing clear: that when Google releases these updates and they give us this detailed guide on what they intend to do, it's usually a warning. Again, it's usually a warning. So what are they warning us about? So what I'll do is I'll go through step by step every section as I talk about how I interpret it and how I think it relates to content. Okay. The fact is, no one in actual sense knows what Google exactly wants, but we can only infer from what they've told us in this particular guide. Okay, you ready? So on to the first section, reducing low quality and unoriginal results. Before I go on, after going through this guide, I actually think they were keyword stuffing these 3 words: low quality and unoriginal results. Anyway, let's go. So in 2022, we began tuning our ranking system to reduce unhelpful and unoriginal content on search and keep it at very low levels. Fact is, I think since 2022 or since they launched the helpful content updates, we can all agree that Google search results have been giving us some very shitty results. Sometimes you'll go and search something, and other than Reddit and Quora, the results that you'll get are very shitty websites that don't exactly answer what you're looking for. That's a fact. And now it appears that Google knows it. And they are trying to fine-tune their platform so that you can get the best results. This update involves refining some of our core ranking system to help us better understand if a website is, pay attention, 1, unhelpful, have poor user experience, or feel like they were created for search engines instead of people. That is the sentence that makes the most sense to me as a content writer, as a content marketer. Why? Because Google is saying that they are finding more and more websites and web pages that have unhelpful, poor user experience, and that were created to game or to trick the search engines so that they can rank high. These are the web pages, these are the websites that have been targeted. This makes me remember a client I worked with sometime last year, and his only concern was, I'm giving you the keywords and the prompts, just take them through ChatGPT, give me the blog post, and it is. Didn't care about the structure, didn't care about the readability, didn't care. as long as it has the keyword, and they would bulk publish this particular result, this particular blog. These are the kind of content that Google is trying to target. Okay. We believe this update will reduce the amount of low quality content on search results and send more traffic to helpful and high quality sites. So if you, as a content marketer, your focus is on generating helpful content, you should be safe. Or so you think. Why? Because I've still come across some people who are saying that, I think it was Ben Adler who said that his content was, his website was penalized, and he hadn't used any AI to write the content, and the content was the original, but he still received a penalty. Again, that's what I'm saying, but some of these things that Google does, you can't exactly tell. But from what we're getting from the updates, the guides, that if you are focused on one, writing content to solve the issues that people are searching, to solve, you're writing content to be helpful to your readers, then you should be safe. That's the first section. The second section is keeping more spam out of your search results. I will not go into details on this particular section because it has quite a number of SEO, technical SEO jargon. But the one question I would want us to ask ourselves is, what does Google consider as spam? There is a guide that Google has a guide, and I've linked it in the description below. So go through it and get to understand what it considers as spam. But one thing is sure, they're saying something that for decades we've relied on the advanced spam fighting systems and spam policies to prevent lowest quality content from appearing in search results. We are making several updates to our spam policies to better address new and evolving abusive practices that lead to unoriginal, low quality content that's showing up on search engine, on search results. Let us think about that particular sentence. To better address new and evolving abusive practices that lead to unoriginal and low quality content showing up on search results. So this means that this is what Google was considering as spam. But with the advancement of technology, people have become more crafty to know how to trick Google, and it's becoming aware that there is now a new kind of spam. In my opinion, a very subjective opinion, would I consider what is generated using AI as original? No, I won't. However, would I consider it as high quality? Yeah, some AI rating platforms produce very high quality articles, but is it original? Definitely not, because what these AI writers do, they go to other websites and regurgitate that information and give you a very polished up write-up of what you're looking for. Is it original content? No. You see? And this is one of the things that I think Google is trying to cut. Anyway, on to the last section, scaled content abuse. And to me, this is the most interesting and intriguing section. We've long had a policy against fighting automation to generate low quality or unoriginal content at scale with the goal of manipulating search rankings. I am sure you've come across people saying that we are publishing 100 articles every week. We are publishing 1,000 articles every week. Please tell me, how possible is it to write or even generate original, helpful, well-researched articles? How possible is it to write 100 of them every day and publish them, or 1,000 of them? These are the practices that Google is trying to cap, because what's happening is there's so many people who are generating these using AI platforms and publishing them so that they can establish topical authority so that their website can rank. And this is the scaled content abuse that Google is trying to cover. I know I'll have so many people throwing stones at me that Google has not categorically said that it's against AI content, which is true. Let me actually read that. Today, scaled content creation methods are more sophisticated, and whether content is generated purely through automation isn't always clear. To better address this technique, blah blah blah. There's somewhere in this particular write-up that they say that they don't actually care whether content is generated using automation or using AI or a combination of both. They've actually say that categorically. But my question is, is it actually possible to produce original, not quality, but original content using AI? Yeah. But it's actually possible to produce quality content using AI and then have your expert writers go through this content, add original content onto it, edit it heavily so that Google will now understand that this is original content. Okay? As I conclude, I would want us to go through an email that was released today by Originality. Credit to them. And they did an analysis on this core update. They did a study on how many websites? I think 90,000 websites. Let me confirm that. 79,000 websites. Out of the 79,000, 1,446 received a penalty after this core update. And I want to specifically go. I will actually link his email. How would I do that? I'll figure that out because I would want you to go to read this particular email, and I want us to specifically look at the results on was AI content spam to blame for the manual action. Many media websites were quick to jump to the conclusion that this update was aimed at squashing AI spam in Google core results. To investigate this further, we examined a sample of the indexed websites to determine if AI-generated content was the underlying factor. We looked at 100% articles for each of the affected sites that have already been publicly shared to see the prevalence of AI content on these sites. And here are the findings. Okay. 100% of these websites had manual action showed signs of using AI, and 7 out of 14, so that's 50%, we analyzed had a 90% of the articles generated as AI, using AI. So, can we attribute AI generated content to be one of the factors that is leading to this penalization?